This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by addresses, home, domicile, location, lecture, sermon, and there's even a bunch in my daughter's closet. Oh, it is Monday, January 8th, 2024. I'm Aaron, and this is my brand new 2024 Mark 14 version of Chris Taylor.
Oh, yeah, it's Mark 14. That's right.
Yes, we upgraded him quite a bit over the break. You probably missed him. Chris, I haven't seen you in a couple weeks, buddy.
It has been a while. Yeah,
Man.
Yeah. It is. I wrote that beginning joke. Dresses. Daughter. My daughter Geneva has dresses.
I like it. We also address one another quite often.
That's right.
Well,
there's so many different versions of that word.
Speaking of addressing, we would like to address you there, dear listener. Welcome back to Another Great Day, the podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation. I decided to hit that high note. / I fell in a bucket of ice water. Live on the podcast. All right, well, Chris, we're starting 2024 off with a bang. And we're going to do something a little not different. We're going to do Monday's segment, Bad Movie Descriptions. Because if it's not broke, don't fix it.
There we go.
Am I right?
Do you have a description ready?
Oh, I got one.
All right, what do you got?
Listening audience, are you ready? Feel free to play along in your car. So, Chris, don't guess it right away.
All right.
Let's give him a chance to guess.
Paused.
Okay. Here we go. A teacher goes on an adventure to
Sorry. I'm just trolling you. I'm sorry.
A teacher goes on an adventure to find a biblical artifact.
Oh, I think I know what it might be.
All right. 1, 2, go.
Indiana Jones, Last Crusade.
Ooh, good guess.
First Crusade.
We will accept the Last Crusade.
They're both biblical.
But we were looking for the
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yes.
Which was my family's favorite ride at Disneyland in the 90s.
What a great, well, not only a great ride, but great movies.
Did you go to that ride and do
No,
that ride?
never rode on them.
It was you were in this gigantic Humvee Jeep thing with 30 people.
Oh, sweet.
Like it was on a track. It was a roller coaster.
That's awesome.
But it was slow, and you kind of ambled through, kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean, I guess, used to be. I'm not sure how it is now.
Yeah, I never rode that either.
And you just kind of see these montages of the cave. You go in, and there's like the spider things, all the traps and stuff.
The
come
ball.
out. And then at the very end, all of a sudden, the ball comes right at the vehicle,
Whoa.
and the whole track falls down
Whoa.
into a pit.
Oh my gosh.
and then all of a sudden you're like zoomed through out of the cave, and it's a big exciting end. And
that's an awesome
spoiler alert, sorry.
No,
But that's from 30 years ago.
Yeah,
so.
spoiler alert on a ride you cannot ride anymore.
I don't think it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably doesn't exist. So
that's great. All right, cool. So yes, that was the answer. Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark was the technically right answer, but we will also accept The Last Crusade.
all right, I got a movie for you. The first mechanical unit leads other mechanical units against automatic mechanical units.
Terminator.
I always thought the theme song for this said robots in the sky.
Oh,
It
yeah,
did not
we
say
know
that.
what this is. This is going to be good old-fashioned transmorphers.
Morphers.
I'm just kidding. No, Transformers.
I didn't
Robots
know. I
in
realized
disguise.
I was trying to write another word for robot. I don't know what another automaton.
Robots in these guys.
I always thought it said in the skies because they would have robots flying around and stuff.
Oh yeah, the bad robots were flying,
Okay.
and all the good robots were ground bound, except for Jetfire, the one Decepticon that decided to become good.
Oh,
He was the only good jet that the Autobots had.
I later realized it's disguise, as in a costume or a deceiving face or something. Robots in disguise.
Disguise.
Robots in with these guys.
Hey, it's just us. It's a bunch of robots. We're hanging with these guys. Hey, forget about it. All right, let's move on to our next bad movie description. Okay. All right, here we go. An animal who is a father and husband goes through a midlife crisis.
Animal is a father and husband. I assume this is animated.
Do you need a clue?
I need a clue.
Okay. He accidentally sells out those he loves. He puts those that he loves in danger, but he realizes the error of his ways. And he's also a fox.
A fox?
It is from the director of Bottle Rocket.
Oh, wow.
And it's based on an old book by Roald Dahl.
The Fantastic Mr. Fox.
The Fantastic
Wow.
Mr. Fox.
I was
Deep
not,
cuts
I
right
was not
there.
in that train of thought anywhere. But
Yep.
man.
He's selfish. He makes a selfish decision, puts everyone he loves in jeopardy, and then he has to make it right.
Oh, well, because he's an animal. He
Yeah.
has to go for the poultry or whatever.
Yes, because a fox got to do what a fox got to do, kind of thing.
And that is bad for the family.
It is. Yeah, it is a very good lesson for all.
There you go.
All right, what you got?
I got one more here. Val Kilmer is stuck in a cage. There's an important baby. And then our hero is not an Ewok or a professor named Flitwick at Hogwarts.
Oh, I know this one. All right, listening audience, if you can get this one, you'll be very happy. And I'll say it like this. Hey, Peck. Yes, we're talking Mad Mortigan. The movie is Willow.
That's right. That is it.
George Lucas's very own Willow.
Oh.
Man, I loved that movie as a kid. Come on, Peck. All right, well, that'll do it for bad movie descriptions. We hope you guys had fun playing along. And now on to This Day in History.
All right, this day in history.
Tell us about it, Chris.
In 1790 is the first annual message to Congress by George Washington.
No
which
way.
We now refer to it as the State of the Union.
What was the voice Ben Mayer used for George Washington the other day?
I don't know. It's kind of funny.
Hey, it's me, George Washington.
Well, if you want to read here, there's some words. It starts with, I embrace this with great satisfaction the opportunity which now presents itself of congratulating you on the present favorable prospects of our public affairs.
Whoa.
Lots of big words. Washington uses some good, strong words there. At the end of the speech, he says, the welfare of our country is the great object to which our cares and efforts ought to be directed. And I shall derive great satisfaction from a cooperation with you in the pleasing, though arduous task of ensuring our fellow citizens the blessings which they have the right to expect from a free, efficient, and equal government.
Yes.
Man.
Slow clap for George Washington.
I just feel like we should read some of the old things people have said, so we just know some of them. Even if it's like, we just hear it once in the back of our brains there.
Yeah, I love that. And it kind of reminds me of how, like, the Lord in the Bible, it's like, you don't need to have these long, showy prayers, and you don't need to make yourself look all dirty and No. Short, sweet, to the point. You know?
So this was the shortest State of the Union that's ever been done in the U.S.
Listen, I'm in. I'm in. Let's
Make
do
it short.
All right, George. Way to set the stage. Best president ever. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
First president ever. That's
First
for sure.
president ever. Yep. Okay, cool. Well, that'll do it for this day in history, and on to the fun zone. See that flashing yellow light ahead, folks? That's the flashing yellow lights indicating we're entering the fun zone.
Oh, okay.
You might have thought it was a school zone, but it's the fun zone. But
Now
still
we have
probably,
to stop and go 10 miles per hour.
Yeah, 10 miles per hour. Watch out for crossing guards of fun in the street.
All right, this is a task, not necessarily a question. Describe how it would look if you were to design a school party for everybody in your school.
Oh, man, that would have been so fun.
So, yeah, take a moment in your car, Kroger, gutters, wherever you're at.
Or the gym.
Or the gym, if you're Aaron, listening again for the third time in a row.
It's true.
No, I don't know what he does. All right.
Hit pause. We'll be right back.
How would you, Aaron,
Okay.
describe the party for the whole school?
All right, so I'm picturing my 6th grade class right now. 6th grade was like my magnum opus, most fun year ever. I love that year so much. Lovejoy ISD, shout out.
That is funny.
I'm picturing all the kids in my class. We have a bunch of art easels up with markers, pens, maybe some acrylic paint. There's pizzas everywhere, pepperoni and cheese. There's Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, and a shaved ice machine. There's a piñata full of candy, And we're also outside and it's like 70 degrees and there's no clouds. It's the most beautiful, fun day ever. And we're playing at the playground also.
Oh, sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. And music. There's music.
Oh, yeah. Lots of fun.
Gotta have good 90s music.
That's right. You gotta.
Motown Philly is playing on repeat right now.
So if I was in school and had to throw a party, let's say, I'm going to go in one pointed, strong direction. This is the party. We're going to go a strong one theme. You walk into the cafeteria, which has been covered in plastic.
Okay.
The whole thing, top to bottom.
Yes.
You're handed a paintball gun.
What?
that shoots out big like paintball grenades that don't hurt but splash everywhere.
Well, like the Orby gun, kind of.
What's that? What's the Orby gun?
That little like watery pellet thingies that all the boys got the other day.
So they're but bigger. They're like that shoots out like tennis balls of paint.
Oh
splatter.
My gosh!
You are also you have to put on a totally white jumpsuit.
Whoa!
That they give you with like a big plastic mask.
This is great.
And everybody goes in, and you just paint up the place with loud music and crazy and lasers and stuff.
Oh my gosh. And the floors are made of the bounce house material, so you can also jump really high.
Why not?
And it's half gravity.
Yeah, and we're on the moon.
Let's keep going. Oh, I want to go to these parties so bad. Well, if you guys have an idea for a party or you want to come to one of our parties, let us know in the question below if you're on Spotify. I hope you had fun with that. All right, Chris, great talk today. Well, let's take a few seconds, take a quick break, and check in with our 2024 Dad Joke correspondent on location. Take it away, Wes McFall.
All right, Wes.
Hey there, Aaron. Hey, Chris. Hey, Beckham. What's the best present you can ever buy?
What?
A broken drum. No one can ever beat that. Have another great day.
Oh, my.
You know what I have to say to that, Chris?
Oh, that is
rim
it.
shot.
That is it.
Little drum pun
That
for you
is
there.
it.
All righty, folks. Well, let's go ahead and land Monday's plane and welcome ourselves into the Word of Wisdom segment. This is a part of our show, if you're new here, where we're going to go through a proverb or wise saying and then give you our little take on it. So here we go. Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Proverbs chapter 26, verse 16. Chris is going to read the New Living Translation. I'll read the Amplified. Take it away, Chris.
The NLT says, lazy people consider themselves smarter than 7 wise counselors.
Whoa. Dang. The lazy person is wiser in his own eyes than 7 sensible men who can give a discreet answer.
I don't know much about the lazy part. That seems pretty obvious. You should try not to be lazy.
Mm-hmm.
The part that's interesting to me is it says wise counselors in the NLT, and then in the Amplified version it says men who can give discreet answer.
Wow.
I feel like if you can give a strong, concise answer, does that make you wise? Like a truthful, simple answer, maybe in a way that people can understand it.
Perhaps. I mean, less is more, like we were just talking about earlier in the show.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
That's something to ponder. Well, this is another segment where you could feel free to pause the show and talk about what you think this means amongst yourselves.
And
All righty. Well, let's hit that music. There it is. Call it a day, Chris. Our mission here on Another Great Day is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
we thank you for tuning in, and if you're enjoying this podcast, please take a minute to rate and review us on your favorite podcast app.
Woo!
Share it on
That's
social
right.
media and help us get out some good old-fashioned fun to the internet.
Yes, you know what we want to do? We want to beat the internet. We can't do it without you.
Most importantly, we hope that you make it another
Great
day.
We'll see you tomorrow.